Hello and welcome to this edition of helping us to sleep a little bit better. So it's really good to do a little bit of yoga as well as breathing exercises before going to bed, just to help to kind of relax and get a bit more into the body. So sometimes when we've had a busy day or we know we've got a busy day coming up, the next day we put a lot of pressure on ourselves in order to sleep better, which can then in turn almost cause the opposite effect. So this is really good for just grounding. I'm going to start off with a breathing exercise and then just do a little bit of gentle floor-based and seated yoga. So just start off by finding a seat that feels fairly comfortable. You're welcome to keep your socks on for this part. Draw the tailbone back and draw the navel towards the spine. Allow the shoulders to relax away from the ears. I'm just going to come to close down the eyes, try and soften through the face, allow the jaw to be relaxed. And take your right hand to the centre of the chest and just slightly over to the left, so it's around the heart space. I'm just going to do a few deep breaths. Feeling the breath, still natural, but travelling all the way up to the heart. And then on the exhale, exhaling from the heart and all the way down to the stomach. Continue this cycle of breath. I'm just going to start to kind of sync up the waves of, and the brain waves, and the waves of the heart, so our second brain, and the third being in the stomach. And to feel yourself come a bit more into the body with each breath in. Feel the expanse, the air flowing through the heart freely and exhaling, releasing from the heart and down to the stomach. Really feeling the breath moving freely up and down the torso, through the heart in turn. Okay, so just keeping that in mind as you release the hand away. Allow the eyes to blink open slowly, getting used to the light around you in the room. And then take the legs out long. And then just allow the breath to continue being a bit more conscious, but not kind of forcing the inhale and exhalation to sort of an unnatural expanse. So keeping it fairly natural, but awareness with that. I'm going to do a little sort of tapping or doing exercise. So if you take the fingers towards the palm, so you've got this kind of soft fish shape with the thumb loose. And you're just going to use the knuckles to tap quite lightly on the edge of the leg. So coming up the side of the shin, the knee, into the thighs, around the hips. So feel really nice around the hips and the glutes. And going back down again. So just continuing doing this fairly softly, so it shouldn't hurt, but allow the flesh to kind of move a little bit with this, bring us more into the body. Okay, so once you've gone up and down the legs about 3 times, and then just coming into the sides of the waist, maybe a little bit into the belly. We'll start to do the right arm, so coming down the back of the arm, along the tricep, to the side of the hand where the small finger is, and going back up. Really get into the shoulder and the shoulder blade as you come back up, that ridge of the top of the neck, and then inside the arm. I'm just tapping here for a moment, so we've got our lymph node here, and just help to kind of get rid of any stagnance there, and going back down. Okay, so finishing off with the thumb and then to your left arm. So really start to feel the heat kind of building as well. It's really good for just getting the blood flowing, promoting overall well-being in the body. So switch when you're ready to the inside of the arm. And then take a moment just to do the lower back. So come down onto the glute and then up towards the rib cage. At the same time, just trying to send some good vibes to your lower back. Okay, great. So we're going to come over into a child's pose. Now I like to have my arms outstretched here, but you're welcome to bring them back towards the heels. Maybe even have the hands underneath the head as a little pillow, or even use a cushion under the head. And just allow your hips to come heavy towards the heels. The arms outstretched. Feel them pulling away from one another on the inside of the arm, lifting towards the ceiling. And just cast your mind back to breathing into the heart. Just going to look forward, onto your hands and knees for a moment, and we'll take a few gentle cat and cows. Really lift the heart, draw apart the collarbones as the stomach reaches up, and exhale, chin to the chest. Feel round through the spine, create a bit more space in between the shoulder blades. Just sinking the breath to the movement. And take one more round with your own breath. Keep the legs as they are as you bring the hips back. Now bring the forehead down, the hands towards the feet, the palms are going to face up. We're going to gently lift the sit bones and roll onto the crown of the head for rabbit pose. So this is an inversion. It's really good for this time of year, so it helps to promote healthy immune system, particularly for colds and flu-like symptoms. If it feels like too much pressure on the head, you can always double over your mat or place a blanket underneath. Just take a few more breaths here. And Allow the shoulders just to kind of drop away from one another, create more space at the base of the neck. And gently just start to bring the sit bones back. And we'll lift up through the chest. You bring the feet out in front of you now with a bend in your knees. Take the feet at least a hip distance apart. Place the palms behind your hips. So you're going to take like a seated cat and cow here. So it's really focused on your pelvis rocking backwards and forwards. On the inhale, lift the stomach and hollow out the back, and then lift the gaze diagonally up. On the exhale, bring the navel to the spine, the chin to the chest. Keep pressing into your feet. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. So keep a little bend in the elbows as you move between these movements. Keep the collarbones opening, lifting the heart when you come up, and scooping the belly as you round. Come back to the centre. I'm going to lift up the toes now, so you're just resting on the heels. So as you inhale and lift up, imagine that you're dragging the feet towards you. So there's that activation there, but you're not physically moving the feet. On the exhale, hollow out the belly and feel as if you're pressing the feet away. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, chin to the chest, lift back to the centre, bring the soles of the feet down. Inhale to press the hips up into reverse tabletop. Keep the collarbones open, the hips level with the shoulders. You can drop the head and neck back if that feels good. Deep breath. And exhale, bring the gaze back, bring the sit bones down. Extend the arms forward and roll all the way down onto the mat. Bring the knees towards the body. Allow a bit of space between the legs, so your knees might come more towards the armpits. Just start to rock from side to side. Feel into the lower back. And keep the right leg hugged in as you extend the left leg out. If that feels quite intense, you can always bend the knee and place the sole of the foot down instead. Breathe nice and deeply. Try and flatten the space of the lower back down to the ground. And we're going to switch sides. So once again, either extend out or place the sole of the foot down. And release that. Take the feet at mat distance apart. Take the arms out wide to either side, palms face up. Take the knees over to the right. And bring the gaze over to the left. Just allow that gentle stretch to come into the spine. You might even feel it slightly around the shoulder blades. You can hook the right heel on top of the left thigh if that feels good. bring the head back to the centre, bring the knees back, and over to the left side. Gaze over to the right. Once again, you can put the left heel on top of the right thigh, if that feels good. And releasing back to the centre, bring the head back. Bring the knees towards the armpits. Take hold of the outside or the inside edge of the foot. You come into a happy baby. So imagine the sole of the foot is pressing against the ceiling. And perhaps rocking from side to side or playing with extending one leg and then the other. Bring the knees back to the centre. So either rock and roll up to seated, or you can roll over to one side through your fetal position and come back to seated. Finding that comfortable seat once again. Bring the hands behind you and interlace the fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Bring the gaze up. Lift through the heart. Bring the nice space between each collarbone. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Deep breath in. Exhale. Release the air through the mouth. Release the hands. Interlace them in front of you. Press the palms away. Hollow out through the chest as you bring the chin down. Deep breath in through the nose, exhale through the mouth, release the hands. I'm just going to finish up by taking the hands over the heart, closing the eyes, breathing into your heart once again, imagining the air flowing freely in and out through the heart. Take this moment just to really express some gratitude. Thinking about all the things that you're grateful for in your daily life. So it can be something small to perhaps the bigger things, the people and the relationships around you. And really allow that warmth to build beneath the hands, at the heart, with this gratitude. So maybe remember to keep coming into our bodies and allowing them to also express themselves within our lives. May everyone sleep peacefully and well in their bodies. And just bringing the hands to prayer. Namaste. Sleep well, everybody. Thank you for joining me for this video. This is the first one in the series, and I'll continue to do a few more sleep well videos, so look out for those if you enjoyed this one. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Namaste, yogis.